Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. Getting quite a bit of glare from there, but is what it is. We are going to, well, first of all, take this ring off before I destroy Isildur. Secondarily, I'm gonna go get this this barbell out of here. There is renovation happening sort of above us, or a bit to the sides, or there might be drilling, might be a bit of noises, so don't try and blame it on me and saying it's a fart, because this time it's not. Yeah, a bit of hammering apparently, drilling, hammering, all kinds of stuff. So what I'm thinking is a bit of bench, feeling like doing some benching. Let me readjust this a bit. Yeah, bench, and probably a supersetted with the cable one-armed row. I think that sounds like a half-decent plan. Let's pull this down a bit. So let's get into it. We did a bit of a warm-up on the treadmill, incline, walking fast, about 20 minutes of that. Already getting dizzy without even any weight on the barbell. How do we usually do this? I guess I put it to the side altogether. So we've had many days now in between doing absolutely nothing. Being either too tired, too busy, meaning I haven't been here at all, but yeah, some tiredness really. I mean, I just don't train. If I'm very tired, I'll just get sick and I'll just get worse in terms of all the symptoms and stuff like that. So, but now we're back in business. My lower back is not liking this position. probably have to do something else, because that will only aggravate the pain. I'm not sure what would be an alternative. So, in terms of options, I guess we'll just have to I'm thinking bent over row. The only reason I didn't start with that was the setup question, because we only have one set of weights, so we would have to go back and forth. And unracking the barbell is really pretty necessary for this. I don't want to play any games with that. You might be asking, how does this help the lower back question? And you might be right, it might be that it doesn't, but at least here I have the opportunity to keep my lower back straight, whereas when I'm sitting on the floor, I absolutely do not. So this is my thinking here, because here I might be able to keep it straight. Cool. So that kind of fixes it. Still very much not looking forward to unracking the weights and going back and forth, but it's just what we have to do. Very much a luxury problem still, but oh yes, again I forgot to turn on the Instagram. It needs to be done separately, which also means we need to kind of recenter ourselves in the camera. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't understand why the Instagram integration can't be a bit more streamlined. Because it's still a bit silly that you have to manually go in there and initiate it. It seems kind of archaic as far as technology goes, but I'm sure they have their reasons. Whoa. Trying not to spend too much energy here, still in the warm-up. Pants, trousers are a bit desperately hanging on. I swear I'm not trying to be a tease, it's just so I've been really missing the upright rows. I think that's one of the things that gave me a pretty sizable back in the day, no pun intended. This lighting is very much not very good. Does it get any? Okay, it just gets worse if I do that. Let's try and, yeah, there's not much I can do unless I block the window, but I guess I could also move the camera. Yeah, my upright row was probably no, that's not the right term. Bent over row was actually probably one of my strongest lifts. Certainly, like what I did at one point was like a bent over row, but pulled from a rack. You can't say rack pull because that refers to kind of like a deadlift type of a limited pull. But yeah, if I would bend over row from a rack, I would move a lot of weight, and that probably gave me quite a bit of the back strength and muscle that I used to have. So hopefully it can also come back the same way. I would need to look up what my actual PR was for that, but it's I'm certain I pulled 140 something, but I'm not sure where that. If I broke 150, I think I did, but we probably have to look. Because my pull was definitely stronger than my bench, and my bench was at its biggest probably pretty close to 140. So, but I should shut up and actually do something. Back in my day, back in my youth, I've got kind of mixed feelings about this, because in a static strength way I feel very strong, but a bit of a tweak on the left. Also, I guess super dizzy, super fast. So I'm not sure what we should do in terms of the weight. I feel like erring on the side of volume here and just doing more sets. But on the other hand, we're being really stuck around this similar kind of weight range. So, but then again, you know, if we do more sets, we'll be getting stronger anyway. So, or bigger at least. I think we'll keep at this weight. Just try and do a fair amount of work. I think that would be the best call here for today. The weight feels good because it's like, it gets challenging at the higher rep count, but it feels still very manageable, under control. I can do good quality reps. So very, very, I usually find that I benefit the best from like very, you know, having the weight move pretty slow, being in control, getting the volume from that. And yeah. I'm not a very explosive kind of a person, at least not in the strength department, moving weights. Sports probably could have been different. I haven't done any in such a long time that it doesn't make sense to talk about that, but yeah, certain sports I would be, you know, I can ramp up the intensity very momentarily. I like those kind of sports. All right, let's back in here. I will say my BPMs are surprisingly low here. Don't really know what to make of that. Alright, so seems like we are finally warming up. That felt completely different from the previous set. Like a completely different person, exercise, day, everything. Which is fine. I wouldn't mind cracking a few of those sets. That would be pretty good for today. Let's get this soft belt going. Shit. I'm a bit dizzy. That's pretty much heresy because my pressing is better now than my pulling, which is it's probably never been the case. It's just thinking about how I would be cracking sets like this beyond the level of 80 kilos, which is, you know, that would be like a volume kind of a weight, 80, 90 something kg, doing longer sets. So it's a pretty significant difference. I'm also pretty surprised how cardio intensive rowing seems to be, far more so than the bench. It seems like the renovation work is ramping up. Try and get under the bar. We should probably do some abs today to finish off, because they don't feel as good as they should. really weird dynamics here today. The previous set felt super strong, and then after the previous row set, super weak. Keep things in balance. We still gotta do one set of the rows, then we'll move onto the arms. Shit the bed. It's far more fatigue than I expected. Jeez. 120 BPM. Feels a lot worse. But also the barbell is a camber bar, so the travel distance is a bit higher in defense of my weakness. But yeah, especially in that last portion of the movement, those few inches really make a big difference. I believe that is what she said. Well, at least the barbell feels like a toothpick in my hand in terms of weight. Not very heavy at all. Okay. Okay. Arms. We've got the straight bar here already. So if we learned our lesson, which I'm not sure we have, but my triceps, or rather elbows, ligaments, tendons, warm up really slow even if we do a compound exercise. So I'm just gonna do a bit of this to get those going, get some lubrication going there, some activation. And hopefully that takes away my elbow pain, or comfortable feelings rather. Clicking. That rowing set really took a lot out of me. Should really be doing more upright rowing. No, sorry, bent over rowing. To me, because you're pretty upright, you know, pulling up. Anyway, the reason I haven't been doing it is because of the wrist pain, or whatever. To me, it feels like it's a vein that hurts when I pull pressure on there, on the wrist. But I don't know what it is. What's up, Refoel? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Refo? I guess it's Refoel? I'll go with that. What's up? How you doing? Sorry about the glare. This is not the best view. Actually, now that we are working with the pulley, we can do this, which apparently doesn't make it any better. Well, if I step here, then it does. Yeah, I mean, the bent over row feels a lot heavier to me than what I'm used to. I'm still gotta kind of warm up the biceps even with the row because it doesn't tremendously activate the biceps specifically, at least in the kind of these more extreme ranges of the motion. Raphael, doing good. That's good to hear. Are you training? Are you working out right now? Keep jumping upwards with the biceps, slowly but surely. I'm not going to waste any reps on a weight that doesn't quite do what I'm after. Good. And we'll get a 10-kilo plate going. I really struggle in pronouncing that. I want to say Raphael. Raphael? Oh, anyway, let's go with that. When I was in Canada, Toronto, I did bicep curls. Oh yeah, I think you said this on a previous stream, I think. So that's 50 kilos, both hands, I presume. Or, because very many people cannot single hand dumbbell curl 50 kilos per hand. That's that means you would obviously be curling on an easy barbell curl more than 100 kg probably. So, but yeah, that's still good. so the good news is my left elbow is fine, but it's my right this time that doesn't appear to like this. But still, it's fine. It's only a mild discomfort. I do have a bit of pulling happening again in my neck, which is not pleasant feeling. But that's what it is. Yeah, we're still building up in terms of the weight for the biceps. Still kind of warming up for that. This neck pain is not nice. Raphael asking, how long have you been muscle training? So, when you ask someone that, I think it's a common joke that everybody has two answers. They have the date when they first, or the year when they first joined a gym and started doing something, and then they have a second date when they started taking it seriously. So I really like the first time I really started going to the gym in any sort of a consistent capacity. This was really 2013 when I was living in London. I joined a gym with my friend, and I went there pretty consistently. I was there probably 3 to 4 times a week. It kind of fluctuated, but at my peak I would probably go there 5 days a week. And you know, I built some muscle. I was still very skinny, lean, but I started having something on the bones. But I didn't understand a lot about training. So I didn't have the technique, the programming. I was kind of like bumbling around, and also I was not eating enough for, you know, if I really wanted to grow. So I think when I got back to Finland, I probably started getting quite serious about it. Let me see. This time would have probably been 2014. So I probably went to the gym for a year and a half, maybe, you know, I don't think it's 2 years, something like that. And then I really started getting serious about it, because I asked myself, you know, do I really want to get bigger and stronger? And nothing was really changing for me. So I thought, okay, something's missing here. Then I started eating like an animal, and I just like lifting continuously. And I think I gained 15 kilos in a bit more than half a year. So I really blew up in that time. And yeah, granted, some of it was fat, but I probably, like, most of it was muscle. Yeah, I was definitely, you know, gained fat during that time, but I gained a ton of muscle. People who would see me basically at the end of the year almost wouldn't recognize me during the next summer. I would be like, you know, I think people thought I took steroids or something, which I didn't, and I never have, and never will, probably, unless I medically have to. But yeah, that's when I really took it kind of more seriously. And then I would actually mention like maybe a third date, which would be maybe like a year after that, or a year and a half after that, when I started getting more serious into like just pretty much pure barbell stuff. Then I got even bigger and stronger. Not by much, but maybe like, another, maybe 5 kilos, a bit more than that. That was when I was close to 100 kilos. That's when I was at my biggest. So, yeah, it's, I guess it's been around 10 years now, but, you know, we've had our ups and downs in many regards. So it's not like a just, you know, consistent upwards trajectory. So, Raphael says, I started muscle training when I was 18 years old. That's a good time to start. I think I was probably like 23 or something like that. I wish I started at 18. That would have been a lot better. I think my life would be a lot different also, because I could have gained the experiences and the knowledge from training, you know, far sooner. What age are you now? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, I pretty much wish that I started training or sort of getting involved in the gym probably around 15, 16. I think that's a pretty good time. Not get too heavy on it because you're still growing. You don't want to mess up your hormones and your growing up phase. But yeah, being there, learning technique, just getting, you know, some of that initial muscle going, and you will grow into your body and into your strength, and you'd be in a really good place, you know, then in your sort of 20s. So I wish I had done that, but hey, I had no guidance and nothing like that to help me out, and I was way too timid and scared for that to have, you know, gone pretty much any other way. It's such a weird pull because I don't really feel like my bicep is even activating. It's really difficult to describe, but I'm clearly struggling to, like, I'm getting to the point of failure or closer, but I'm not sure what's up with it, you know, because it doesn't feel like it's my bicep. It feels like it's just kind of my overall shoulder, arm, and strength, like just general the nervous system. But my bicep is just, obviously it's the one doing most of the work, but I don't really feel like it's the bicep failing. I can't really explain it any better than that, but it's a really odd sensation because I feel perfectly fine to pull with the bicep. Almost feels like my bicep isn't doing much at all. Kind of feels like more like a forearm thing. Wow, getting really shaky there. Is this 10? Did you count? Oh, I don't know, so let's say it's 10. Jeez. I really want to do an easy barbell curl soon. I feel like I probably need to give it like a dedicated arm day, because the easy barbell curl, especially the way I like doing it, it gets quite strength intensive. I don't, maybe that speaks more to the state of my nervous system than anything else, but it's really physical. Yeah, I want to do an arm day, see how much we can blow up our arms. Raphael says, I'm turning 25 years old. That's a really good age to be. So 7 years of lifting. That's a good amount of time. Do you like do you mostly do like hypertrophy, like muscle building stuff, or do you do strength, or a bit of a mix? I'd really love to hear some of your numbers, like if you do benching or stuff like that. Of course, if you don't feel like revealing that, that's fine as well. It's just interesting to hear. Kind of a uneven response here, so not don't want to do too many reps if I'm just because on that set I felt like I was leaning more into my left arm. You gotta be careful of those imbalances. And also keep an eye on the angles that you have. You can distribute the weight differently. Raphael says, I'm training only my bicep. that's I respect the prioritization. You must have like one hell of a bicep, or I guess two, if you've been doing biceps for 7 years. Maybe you should try arm wrestling. That's a pretty good sport for that. Alright, I think that's it. This is, from a fatigue standpoint, getting pretty into much more of a much higher intensity than I expected, but yeah, we got to do some programming work, figure out what I want to do on that front. I guess we could still do, or I should do, some side lateral raises. I'll just grab this teeny tiny thing here, sit myself over here. Shit. Can't quite. 127 BPM from side laterals. There you go. My face is again getting numb. Wait. So yeah, my left shoulder with the tweak going on, it's a wee bit different to find an angle where the shoulder doesn't click the same way, but working on it. Cool. That's it for today. Good session. I hope I get my sense of feeling back in my face. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not subscribed or if you're not following and you're watching, then the heck, man. How dare you? I trusted you, etc. So do that. And this is what we do here on the live streams, usually. That's the drill. That's not me farting. Yeah, it's the drill. Yeah, this is what we do. Mostly lift on the live stuff. Although I do want to do other stuff as well, but I need to sort out my computer before I can even have a look at that. That's pretty far down in the priority list. But anyway, follow, subscribe. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Finished.